More to the game, back with another podcast. I got a guy that I met in Georgia. Now, you know how Georgia is. Who we today? We got Abdulai Bundu. Pretty go by Dulli.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny enough, like I said, we met in Georgia. And Georgia is the trap. We all know that.
Yeah, it's ready to start.
Yeah, and then I played in Luxembourg last season. And you played Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
And this year you came to Luxembourg as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy how the basketball world is so small, but here we are today. We linked up on a podcast. Yeah. So how you feeling? I know y'all seen this thing. How's everything going with you?
Man, I can't complain, honestly, bro. I'm good. We won our division. We're moving up in first place, so that's definitely a huge accomplishment compared to last year. I think for me, more so, just trying to be better than I was last year.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel good about it. Now I'm just trying to build off of it. That's what we at.
Yeah. So I was basically in your position last season because my club was second league and we was first place and we won second division last year. I was like, ever since you won, like how did the club treat you, the fans? Like have you got a chance to celebrate and
Yeah, the club actually. I think I saw you last weekend.
Yeah.
So the club actually paid for that whole trip. Yeah. Originally we were supposed to get a party bus, but everything was booked out. Just like, all right, let's get us the bread. We'll go somewhere. And we just, we went out, most of the guys, and we just had a good time with it. But the club took care of us after that, bro. I definitely can't complain about that.
Yeah. And this is your third year?
Yeah, third full season. I started when COVID hit.
Yeah. So the first year you didn't finish.
Yeah, I didn't finish that first year.
Yeah.
That's why. So I actually was in Georgia my first year. COVID hit.
Yeah.
But they liked me, so I came back, finished that full season out, and then obviously, I thought it was going to be something different after that, but obviously I had to go back. Didn't finish that season out because mentally I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand. Trust me.
Yeah, so I was just like, just go home, work out, and then try to, start over somewhere else. And so far, honestly, that's probably one of the best decisions I made as a basketball player for myself personally.
Yeah. But going back, you're from Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
And you were raised in Maryland.
Yeah. So I was born in Sierra Leone, moved over to America when I was 8, and I just grew up in Baltimore, Maryland the whole time.
Yeah. Is that PG?
Yeah, PG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got PG. You kind of did pretty well though.
Yeah.
I went ahead, but I know about the PG boy.
Yeah. That's one of my partners, Kwame Morgan. He actually he went to Hampton. He's a Hampton legend. So
for sure, I heard him.
Yeah. So I think when he saw I had met up with you in Georgia, he said, "How you know?" I said, "No, we just met. It's a small world." But he did tell me that he knew you. So yeah, Hampton, big bloodline in the DMV. So it's a lot of people that I feel like from Maryland that just end up in Hampton playing basketball, just like going to school. And every one of them love it. I don't know what you guys got going on down there, but it ain't been one bad thing being said at all about Hampton. So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, Hampton is definitely a great place, especially for a black man, young black man. It's a beautiful campus. It's just let's say that. It's a beautiful campus.
I didn't get to take that visit, but I heard nothing but good things about it, bro.
Yeah, because he went to Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
In Connecticut, it was different from where I grew up at, and when I mean different, it's like PG County, literally where everybody's black, teachers, all that. So, you go to Connecticut and it's like the opposite. First of all, it's a lot of old money. I'll tell you that right now. But Quinnipiac was pretty cool. I think I wasn't used to how cold it was going to be. First winter, they gave us like a bubble coat, about 6 feet tall, bro. Only thing open that was from my knees down, bro. But it was so cold over there, bro. But everybody was cool. Coaching staff was cool. I ended up getting a new coach my third season, Baker Dulli. My first coach was Tom Moore. He just won at UConn, the national championship. And then Baker Dulli, he came from Villanova. So we had to change the system and all that. But we had a great final season. We kind of lost in the quarterfinals of the MAC conference, but we had a winning season, and probably that was the furthest we had been all year. So it was a great season.
Yeah. So all in all, you say you enjoyed your
Yeah. All in all, it was definitely good. overall experience. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like everyone has different experiences. Because in college it's different than high school, different overseas. Because people don't know like college, like depending on where you go, you might not enjoy it just because your coaches might not let you play the way you want to.
Yeah.
It might be very strict. Like it's a lot of different things you might run into depending on where you go.
Yeah. But I ran into those things for sure. My first coach, I was at the 4, and I had the luxury of being able to do a little bit more stuff offensively. New coach, athletics, numbers, threes, and layups was basically what it was. But so I had to basically give up like certain things. But I think for me, I've always been a team player, so I had no problem molding into the role that they wanted me to mold into. But when you become professional, like at the professional level, especially overseas, yeah, you kind of have to go back to that sports mentality. So that's what it was for me. My first year, I struggled with that because I was such a team player overseas. Like I was just doing everything I needed to do for the team to win. And offensively, it wasn't the best numbers. I was averaging like 10 and 8. And then this year, my age was just like, I need you to score the ball. So this year's stats went up a lot more. I'm at the 20+ range. So it's just, I think that's much more better in this business than if I was like in the GD, like the training camp I went to my first year, it was like, you're going to be a 3 and D guy. And I was like, all right, that's cool. That's another role. But when you're overseas, it's just about showing your whole game the first couple of years before you're at that level. And they'll be like, they'll tell you, this is what we want you to do and this is what we want you to do. So it's different, bro, for sure.
Yeah. I was watching a video not too long ago. They was talking about how there's a lot of NBA dudes that don't make it overseas because in the NBA they were just a role player, but when you come overseas, you got to be one of the guys and have a versatile game. You can't just sit in the corner with all this space, have somebody like LeBron just create wide open threes. You got to be able to play basketball when you go overseas.
Yeah, I was watching, going back at it, I was watching a podcast with Gilbert Arena. Talking about basketball players and hoopers. Like us hoopers, we come in, like your role is just get buckets. For me, and when you're a basketball player, it's like the game, the ins and outs.
IQ,
like we can throw you in any position, you don't have to worry about it. And I think when you're overseas, like as a hooper, you will thrive, but as a basketball player, you definitely can go further along the way. Because like you said, bro, you come here, you got basically your job to do everything.
Yeah.
Score, rebound, assist, block, steals, whatever. Your job to do everything. And depending on how long you play, so I know you and I've seen you play. You played the whole game. So you gotta be in shape to do that for a whole game, man.
40 minutes.
It's not, man, I'm telling you, bro. I had to get used to it because in Georgia I was having like 20 minutes, bro. And then I was I come here, I'm at 40. I'm like, damn.
Different. And bro, it's crazy because like my coach, whatever, like he's Portuguese, he played in Portugal his life, everything, and he knows that Luxembourg is not, in terms of like quality basketball is not a high level.
Yeah.
But you understand like playing 40 minutes and having a responsibility to be leading scorer or top 2 or team scorer or whatever, and play defense and rebound. Like I don't care who you playing against, it's hard.
That's a hard task, bro.
That takes a lot of energy.
It's a hard task. Like even for me, I have to start finding ways to like be efficient with it, bro. Because I was going so hard for like the first 2-3 quarters. I would burn out in the fourth quarter. And like some teams started to notice it. So now I started to stretch it out, like, pick my plays basically. Like if I can go get the block, I will get the block. But if I can't get the block, I'm not gonna waste my energy to go get this. But I got a whole other 30, 20 minutes I gotta go deal with, bro. So like that's one thing I definitely would tell you though, having to adjust to the 40 minutes, like full game play, defense and offense. It's different.
Yeah, when I first got here last year, in the preseason, like I was burning out early. Like I would have a great first half, and then third quarter, like fourth quarter, I was done. And this year, I've done a better job of like increasing my production as the game goes on. Like in the game, getting rhythm. You're doing good. Make yourself like, I got this, I got that. We're winning the game good. And then by the fourth quarter, you still got enough to finish the game.
Yeah. That's what I'm still learning. So I mean, I just go back, I look at film, and I just see like, all right, when do I start slowing down? And like, why? If anything, now I don't even do energy drinks, but I gotta do energy
Yeah,
drinks.
I got my routine.
Yeah, I don't do energy drinks. I don't even open it till like halftime, bro.
Yeah.
Like I never finish an energy drink. I put that in the bottle and then it sit there. Like halftime, I start drinking something just to give me enough energy for the last 2 quarters. But I had to do something because I was really burning out.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah, my routine is the night before the game, I'm having a steak, got it from Jordan. On game day, I'm gonna have also another steak smaller with fruit, like water, juice, and all that stuff. Halftime, I got a little recharge or whatever. I'm drinking a little bit before the game, but then the rest of it at halftime I can finish it. Like, I definitely had to make sure my injury right. And also I got my vitamin B pills. Like, we gotta use every single morsel of your body.
That's how I am on game days. I like to the night before I get a nice little stretch routine. Use my Theragun going on. I eat a lot of carbs, just trying to fuel myself as much as possible. Hydrate. The day of breakfast, I get a protein shake, then get some more carbs and then lunch, like probably 4 hours before the game. And then, like, I say probably like 2 hours prior to leave, I take a hot shower, get my body going.
I take a cold shower, actually.
Take a cold?
Just the beginning, because I heard, it's good for, like your mental and your energy, because, it's something, I don't know how sure it is, but I saw something, it puts certain, cold shock proteins in, which is, how you feel good after taking an ice bath. Yeah. So I do, a little 2 minutes cold and then a regular shower.
I take the cold one after. I take the cold shower, I take the cold shower after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's, for me, the hot shower gets me going. After the game, I immediately hop in the cold shower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I do cold, hot, then finish it out with cold just to flush my system out. So by the time I get out, and I'm we go, talking to friends and all those people, my body feels great. I get to the point where now, I feel like I can play another game, not just play 40 minutes, but I always finish everything off with a cold shower.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, I feel like we all got different routines, but it works because sometimes you try to follow Kobe did this every month, but you got to do something that works for your body. Because I know in college, you have the practices on the game, the shoot around everything. Yeah. Out here, you really just go and shoot your own. So I don't even get up a whole bunch of shots on game. I do free throws, because every time I try to get up a lot of shots, like shoot around, I don't shoot well. I try to not empty the clip before the game.
Try to save something.
You got to play 40 minutes, and you got to be ready, to get buckets. So
I learned that lesson. Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, for us, we have the luxury on our team just being able to go in throughout the week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got gym access. So me and my teammate, we go in, we shoot threes, mid-range down on and back, free throws, and we try to make some live shots. So we probably pick a move or something and just work that whole move out. So by the time we come to Friday, we play most likely on Saturday. Friday, our coach will come over, we go over plays, and she said you can shoot or we can play knockout. So I ain't gonna lie, God love playing the knockout. Because if you win, the team has to do whatever you say. So we be in there making people dance, we whatever, making them sing, whatever. So most of the time we end up being a knockout match and it get real intense. I ain't gonna lie. People shoot, they get your ball and throw it over on the other side of the court. That's when I was sitting there, the first time I saw it, I'm like, we don't play knockout like this back in the States. I ain't gonna lie.
There's a difference.
It's a big game. They over here, life or death trying to win this knockout.
You get knocked out.
You know whatever they do, whatever they say, you got to do it. So it's always the funniest thing, bro. It's so funny. But that's usually how we usually go. And then for me, I go in the game, I'm just like you. I try not to get too many shots, so I just go to the free throw line, obviously. Shoot, and then try, because I know when the game comes, I don't want to burn out.
You gotta be ready.
You gotta be ready.
So you played in Georgia, and your experience in Georgia, in mind, it's a lot of stuff going on in Georgia. What was some of the craziest stuff or most unfortunate things you had to experience playing in Georgia?
Oh man, I think nothing will ever top this story, bro. But I live by the gym that we play at. There's a nice facility. I definitely say that. And The apartment house we were staying on was like, I'd probably say on like the 8th, 9th floor, bro. You could kind of see the gym from where we were living at, right? Well, I don't know what it was, bro, but it was when this whole Russia and Ukraine thing started going on. And I live over the balcony. I like to just be outside for some fresh air. But the whole gym was on fire. Like, the gym they were building next to our gym was in smokes. Like, banner on fire, like wood, everything was on fire. So we like, I called my teammates and I said, yo, our gym on fire. Everybody in the balcony like leaning over, we trying not to fall because we don't know if this is gonna stay one night. But you gotta think about it. I'm 6'7". I got teammates at like 6'10". I got another dude at like 6'8". So we all just like leaning over the balcony. And we see it, we start recording, but we start texting the group chat. We had a game the next day. So I'm like, yo, I don't think we're gonna be able to play that game because the gym is on fire. Man, they text us back like game's still going on. We haven't received any notice from the organization about games being canceled. I said, but I ain't playing no game again. Y'all got me messed up. You think I'm gonna go in there watching this damn gym on fire? I gotta go in there and play a game. I said I wasn't playing, man. They dragged me in there. We had a match. The heat not working now because of the whole fire situation. You can walk in, when you walk in there, you can see where everything was fire. But I put a bubble coat on. They got this jacket, bubble coat in the gym, like on the bench, freezing our ass off, bro. Trying to play a game, bro. It was at that point I said to myself, I gotta get out of here.
I mean, you have to play in a burning building. Yeah. While being freezing cold is crazy.
It's crazy, bro. It's other stories, but that one right there always sticks out to me because it's like, I know you see what I see right now. Yeah. Why are you still trying to make this play? You could have at least post. If anything, you could have moved the game at a different gym. Yeah. There's other gyms around there I'm sure they use. Even the gym with the national team. Move the games over there. They said, nah, we gonna keep y'all over here.
Yeah, they don't be caring.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like Georgia really don't care. They'll like straight off the plane, like hop right into a game. Like no physical, no nothing. Like they just try to get to the games, but
they don't want to win. Yeah. I love the competitive nature. I definitely tell you that, but it's like it's a way to go about it. It's like a structure behind it. I feel like that you should have a certain thing, but at some point, the basketball is more important than the safety of the people. And I think that's what I wasn't really feeling like that. You know, like I'll tell you, my club again, great people took care of me, but it just becomes a time where certain things just don't feel right to you. Mm-hmm. And everybody has their own moment. And I definitely had my moment. And to some, it may be like, oh, you just don't want to be here. No, it's not that. If I'm not here mentally, I can't produce at all. Mm-hmm. So you have to just understand. I think people they just didn't understand that mentally I wasn't there. Especially once I've expressed like discomfort or lack of appreciation or whatever it is that what the situation was, and you're not hearing me out or anything. So you just gotta do what's best for you at the end of the day. That's really it. And I felt like that was the time for me. After I saw that, and it's like, I care more about the basketball and the safety of the people, the players, and all that. Because I wasn't the only player. It was other Americans on the team on my club. They're making us play too. You know, they ain't want to play themselves. Mm-hmm. So that story right there will always be top 5.
Yeah, Georgia is crazy, man. I said for my story was my GM, man. My GM, I was in the first league, and then I was really injured that whole season. I was playing on one leg basically, and so like they had already made the decision to cut me, so I went down to second league. And there was 2 teams in Taylor that wanted me, but the team I went to was just gonna match my salary, so for sure I'll just go down, pay the same amount of money. And it was really a scam for the whole like time. So I had my point guard for college. He was already on the team, so I already just went out. Yeah, this perfect situation. Him and another guy was already there, and me and a guy that I also played with in the first league was coming to that team. So we all 4 was on that team. And basically the scam was they was going to try to pay everybody 1 month, and then that's it. Because no one got paid. Like I got paid my very first month there. The guys already there, they had got paid their first month there, but they didn't get paid when I got it like the second month.
Yeah.
So we all was on like 1 month worth of pay, like going through, we was first in the second league, you know, about to win the championship, and they weren't planning on paying us. Like, I don't know how they thought it was gonna work, but it was a whole lot of stuff going on. We was talking to the coach, like, what's going on? The GM never shows up, whatever going on, what's going on, and they basically they was breaking it down to him like, oh, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's on drugs. His mom is gonna have to send all the money. Da da da. Like, yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. Like he's yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we win the championship. We get like another month's salary and our month's all this stuff. So we basically get all our money basically, and he gets all that money, whatever, for winning the league, go to the first division, all that stuff. But he made off great money wise, even though like, he tried to finesse us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't had that problem, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, one thing I tell you in my club, man, like I said, that's why I said they were really great people, bro.
Yeah.
Like they really like took care of the financial aspect. Like if I needed extra before I got paid, they'll look out, you know. So like not every club was the same. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I had the same experience.
Yeah, I know. It's levels.
Yeah, but if that was the situation, man, I'd have been out like the second month. Cause
one dude did leave. He left, and then we got paid like a little bit after he left. Like, we got paid as he left. We got his check, and he left. But then it worked out better because like all three of us could play. We didn't worry about rotating, whatever. And then he low key was already in a bad mood, so chemistry wise, it was better too.
Yeah.
So everything really worked out once he left anyway.
Oh yeah, that's good though, because we I don't think people understand, especially like overseas when you're late with money.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have bills to pay back
home. I need this money. I don't have 2 jobs.
I'm here trying to put my eggs in this basket. So like, if I don't pay these bills on time, you guys are raising up my interest rate. I'm going to credit card debt. Like, I need to pay these bills off. That's the only reason why I'm bothering you about getting this money on time.
Yeah.
But I think that should just be like one thing that's always given about the team. To understand and pay people on time. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I understand things get hard, but if you don't have it, then this shouldn't be the focus.
Yeah, it's other things. It's more important.
More important. Yeah, because now you're just trying to ruin someone's livelihood.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So, like, leaving Georgia, going to, like I said, Azerbaijan. How was that? Because we know you've been in Lux and Georgia.
Yeah.
How was that? I had no idea anything about it goes on in their country. So,
Man, it was cool. It was like, because I'm Muslim, so it was Muslim countries, like majority of people Muslim. So to me, it was welcome, for sure. It's funny because I kind of had the same situation you had financially in terms of payment. Like my contract said I was supposed to get paid at this date. And the date comes, it's like, oh, we can't pay you because the month ain't started yet. I'm like, no, the contract I get paid on this date, you know. Mind you, at this point, like one of my boys, he's from Maryland too, he was on my team. And he's dealing with the same thing I'm dealing. So I come in, they told me I was gonna have my own room, own space, all that. They try to make me share a room. I looked at them, I said, well, I'm not sharing a room, but paperwork. I'm pulling out the paperwork every time. So they give me a room in like the corner of the house. It's a nice house, don't get me wrong. But the bed was small. I'm sleeping, my knees are hurting in the middle of the night. Because it has the little ends to it.
Okay, so you can't stretch.
I can't really stretch out. Well, so that had to get taken care of. So he moved us to a new spot. And mind you, time is ticking on the payday. So we get another spot. This time they're way bigger, but sometimes we won't have hot water. Sometimes the water be cold as hell. Kitchen light won't work. Like it was just always something. But the bed was comfortable. I would say that. So it come to payday. We the number 1 seed. We win every game. I'm averaging around like 22 with like 12 rebounds. So we sit number 1. Payday come. I'm like, bro, it's time for me to get paid. Like I got bills to pay. Like, the month's not over yet. I'm like, yeah, that's not whose fault is that? Like, you sent the paperwork.
I didn't tell you.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to put that in the paperwork. Like, you sent the paperwork, like, hey, this is when we get paid. So the stress comes, still don't get paid. So at this point, I'm getting heated. Like, and we still playing games. I'm still keeping it professional. I'm still holding up my end of the deal. I'm playing games. We're still winning. Right? So now we get a new coach because the other guy he ain't speaking liquor English. Like,
No.
our coach. If being for real, our coach was playing in the game with us. Like,
So that. What you mean?
like, so it's a dude. It was one guy. He was basically like the GM, the president, and the coach.
Oh, so he was sitting out for a wheel.
Yeah.
Jackie Moore. He was Jackie Moore,
bro. So because he and then he picked me up. He introduced me to our quote unquote coach. I'm like, bro, this dude. He ain't say a word, bro. He just standing.
Just there.
Just dead. Just standing.
Face.
Just standing. I was like, this is not our coach, but he was doing. It wasn't until we were playing one game, and I saw him like subbing people out. He would point over there. Someone would come in. I was like, "But you're the coach this whole time." The whole time he's the coach. He called the timeout like the whole game. It was just throwing me off, bro. Cool dude. He could shoot. Big guy too, but had all these tattoos on him. Like, definitely looked like he used to get active back in the day.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was just sideways. So we come to like the last game, and at this point, I'm just not playing no more. I stopped practicing because I'm not getting paid. Paperwork said this was the date. I'm not getting paid at all.
I feel like
Yeah, I'm playing. It's not, especially if I'm putting myself at risk injury wise. He didn't pay. We get a new coach. He tried to bribe me. He said, if you pay this last game, we'll make sure you get paid. You get out of here. I said, but I don't believe nothing. I seen some paperwork, and nothing in this paperwork was lived by, but I don't want to hear nothing from anybody right now, bro. So I'm like, I bet, because I already know I'm only to come to Luxembourg. I packed my bags. We take the 4-hour drive to the main city, Baku, where we were going to play at. That same night, I called Uber to the airport. I'm gone. They asked him, like, where you at? I said, what you mean? I'm gone. I got bought out.
Yeah.
Like, this is it for me. Like, I'm free. Like, you guys not paying. I'm about to go somewhere else that pay. I'm not playing for free, basically. I really ended up wasting that month. But the experience, like, outside of basketball was pretty cool. People were dope. They get a little racist.
really.
Yeah. But I'd be saying, I'd be lying if I said a little.
It was a lot.
Dang. Yeah, a lot, bro. A lot. It was like one time when I first landed in the city, it's Gansha, and they don't have, it was like 3 black people out there. And they were all on my team. I'm walking down the street, and people are stopping in the middle of the street, like right here, getting out their cars, trying to ask for pictures. I got people across the street tapping each other, whispering, turning, pointing and stuff, bro. I never forget, bro. It got so bad one day, bro. I was walking. I didn't even have my headphones on. I keep them in my pocket just in case. And this car pulled over and just started throwing the N-word. Just throwing it. I was like, I don't know if they thought that was cool or it was like a thing, but I just wasn't jagging it. I started getting mad now, bro. So now everybody just coming up to me. I'm just like, I got my headphones in. I'm just walking. I'm walking. One dude tried to touch my head. I almost slapped fire out.
All right, so we went through your career. I gotta ask, what's next for you? Because we all know you can't play basketball forever. I know you said that you're in the books, you're in the cars.
Yeah.
You majored in criminal justice, right?
Yeah, sociology. I went in criminal justice.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, like besides the rest of the cars, another thing I like literally like to spend my time with as kids, bro. Like, I spent a lot of in college. I had my own at UT for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I did not. So once my old coach, once he left, our assistant coach, he took a job at his high school right down the street. But he had his own little organization. So he had my own team for like 2 years. I spent the 2 years playing development. I kind of like started doing my own personal training on the side. I developed a great clientele like in college. So I I was getting paid to the point where I didn't even have to use like the checks that we got during the year. Just because I had kids like come in and work out for an hour, charging them. You know, I still keep in contact with some of them. Some of them text me. Like one of them actually just got one of his first scholarships. And he's saying,
I know you feel
man,
proud father.
I said, yeah, but I'm sitting there, I said, man, bro, all that hard work. Because I seen the kid put the hard work in. He came in and he was like, you know how you see some kids like you remind me of myself a little bit, and I know if you put in this type of work, like the outcome that comes in, so you need you to put the work in. That's how he was.
Yeah.
Like he got to the point like he'll be texting me like, "Can we get the gym? Can we get the gym?" And I said, "Who going to turn that down for real?" So I'm like, "Yeah, we can get in the gym." We start working, and I just watch the things, just watch the game grow and develop over time. And so he'll send me links to the high school game, and I'll just send him feedback, and he'll go and work on it. So for him to text me like, "Yeah, I just got my first offer," I was so excited to hear. I got other kids that call me like after bad games. It's like having your own like big brother program, mentorship type thing. Yeah, a lot of them are high school now. Some of them in middle school, but I spend I think I spend a lot of time working with kids. So I want to keep doing something around that. Because I know when I go home this summer, I just fund my little mini camps and that kind of stuff. And so I just don't know where I want to get into, like what it right now. I'm still trying to figure that part out, but I definitely want to do something with kids.
Yeah. You ever thought about playing in Australia? Because I know they train kids in the summer too on the side.
I did actually. Yeah, my college teammate, he's from Australia. He told me the same thing. I mean, at this point, I'm really just trying to get to Australia. I feel like once I get in there and I see what's going on, I have no problem with it. Yeah, but even our club too, though, they do a good job. So like again, Tuesday and Thursdays, we have to go in and we gotta work with kids for like hour 15 minutes. You know, skill work, and then just play 5 and 5. You just try to teach them the game. You know? So in those circumstances, you just really, for me personally, I try to focus on the ones that really want to learn how to play basketball instead of the ones that just come in the school for the hell of it. Because it's a difference, you know. They don't take it as serious. Like I tell them to do something, they just look at you, throw the ball up at different, you know. And then they're the ones that come in and actually like work hard and try to do it the right way. And when they get it right, like they look at you for approval and excitement. You know? So it's always a good feeling, bro. That's one thing I could definitely tell you. Yeah.
That's dope, man. You always gotta stay balanced. Like, can't just only be a player and something to fall back on, having an interest and passion. It's crucial because, like I said, you can't play this game forever, man. You can't.
You're right.
That's dope, man.
Ball definitely start bouncing. That's what they always tell me, bro. Yeah. Ball definitely start bouncing. That's why I'm always reading. Like a lot of the books I read are all self-development books. I read David Goggins' "You Can't Hurt Me." Great read. I recommend it. Study hard and not giving a fuck. You know? Just think like a monk. Just books like that. It's all about the mental aspect. Just not basketball, just the life in general. So.
For sure. Anything else you want to leave the viewers with?
I mean, besides just working hard, honestly, like I think discipline and consistency, like they get you a long way. Like, you know, like regret hurts a lot harder than discipline. And I learned that by watching the Inky Johnson podcast. And it's actually resonating because, you know, a life of regrets is really painful. You know, when all it took was the discipline to get you whatever it is that you want. So I would just say that personally, bro, and just try to live by that as long as you can.
Okay, man, that's dope, man. Appreciate you coming on the pod. Appreciate you guys for viewing. This was a good episode. Hope everyone took something from it. Got my guy Dulli Boy in the building.
Appreciate it, man.
And we're going to catch y'all again soon. Link in the bio for everything you want to keep up with him. And we'll see y'all next time.